we welcome a man whose vision for Philadelphia ensures that we continue to make history while we celebrate America's history in our city. Please let me hear a round of applause for Mayor Michael A. Nutter.
My fellow Americans, Philadelphians, friends in the region, members of the military service here and abroad, good morning and happy Independence Day. Thank you, City Representative Melanie Johnson, for once again producing a terrific Wild Wild Welcome America. And let me recognize General Craig. Thank you, sir. And can we please have a big round of applause for all of our military service members here in the United States and halfway around the world. Let them know how much we appreciate their service and sacrifice to America. Let me also recognize Cynthia McLeod, our great superintendent of Independence National Historical Park, our Buddhist monks who were here earlier from the Buddhist Humanitarian Association of South Philadelphia for their invocation, and the great singing group that we just heard a few minutes ago, Committed, and all of the performers and service members who have demonstrated their true love for the United States of America. Today, on our nation's 235th birthday, we gather in Philadelphia where American history began. We come here to Independence Hall where our founding fathers asserted a radical idea of human freedom. Each of us, they said, is endowed with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Government, they said, derives its just powers from the consent of the people. Or as President Lincoln said almost a century later, our government is of the people, by the people, and for the people. Those ideas of personal freedom and democracy continue to echo around the world. We watch with hope as brave souls in Libya and Syria confront tyranny in the name of freedom. And as they willingly face the tyrant's gunmen, they dream of democracy, a system that protects a person's right to say, think, and believe what he or she wants. It is but the latest chapter in a never-ending march toward human freedom. Here in America, we have achieved many of those freedoms and at substantial human cost. We've seen the expansion of freedom from a time when only white males of property were full citizens to a time when slaves of African descent and women gained their personal freedoms, their right to equal employment, to vote, and to hold public office, and even become the President of the United States of America, as Barack Obama has done. And we need a national immigration policy for a country that is made up of immigrants, so that those who are new to America, who wish to lawfully enjoy all that America has to offer, can live here in peace and without fear. Today, in a world of astonishing technological change, yet where our natural environment faces new threats, and where the divide between rich and poor continues to widen, what does life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness really mean? What does it mean to some of our young people, especially young black men, some without education or hope, shooting each other for no good reason, senseless violence, born of ignorant behavior? What does freedom mean in a city where at least a quarter of our population lives in poverty with few means of changing their life circumstance? Or in a nation that ranks ninth in college degree attainment compared to other nations, and where high school students have fallen terribly behind on standardized math and science tests in international competition? Well, to start, America is a nation based on an idea that we the people can be whatever our imagination and determination drive us to be. Now in the past, with a farm or factory ruled our economy, the pursuit of happiness required a relatively clear set of skills. But in in the 20th century, America became a global power thanks to a powerful compact between taxpayers and their elected representatives at all levels of government. This consensus created a system of public education from kindergarten through college and graduate programs. And this educational system produced a highly skilled workforce, second to none. America became the preeminent economic power of the world. Today, we are in the midst of a dynamic structural change in the national and global economies. It has caused pain and undermined our native sense of hope. While the future is forever unknown, I am certain that no American can enjoy life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness without a good education that prepares him or her to be a lifelong learner, a person with an array of skills who can adapt to changing times and compete fully in the global economy. As we watch the rise of competing economic powers, America faces powerful barriers that hamper our ability to compete. They are weapons of mass destruction, but they are not hidden somewhere halfway around the world. They're right here in America. Ignorance, illiteracy, poverty, powerful forces that economically, morally, and socially drag us down, prevent us from fielding the very best team in the new competition for economic might. And yet, as the brutal impact of the Great Recession is ending, we're now seeing the start of the Great Retreat by our federal and state governments. A great retreat from the compact to provide a thorough education of all Americans. In the name of political fiscal conservatism, we're seeing public education spending for current students and the next generation of workers, entrepreneurs, researchers, and innovators slashed. It's penny wise, pound foolish. These ideas and actions sideline on the bench potential star performers before they even have a chance to show us what they can do. Our young people need real change, not chump change. These short-term actions enable some politicians to brag about balanced budgets as they knowingly unbalance our future and undermine our ability to out-educate, out-innovate, and outbuild the world. We must join together as Americans and say no to such views. Education and investment in our nation's future workforce must be seen for what it is, a key strategy in the national defense of America. It is the only way to defuse the real weapons of mass destruction that are quietly ticking day after day after day. 50 years ago, President John F. Kennedy committed this nation to landing a person on the moon and returning him safely. It was a huge undertaking that involved significant investment in education, innovation, and sophisticated infrastructure. In those years, America met the Soviet challenge by supporting students in college with National Defense Education Act funds. And later, noting that, quote, education is the path to achievement and fulfillment for the nation, unquote, President Lyndon Johnson pushed through Congress landmark legislation supporting the funding of K-12 public schools and higher education institutions. My friends, if this country could put a man on the moon safely, then surely we can put a young person in college smartly. We must invest in opportunity for everyone in a systematic way, starting with preschool children and extending to graduate education. It must be seen for what it is, an investment to secure our national defense. It will require more resources, not less, and it will require a very determined recommitment as a nation to a compact on educational excellence unlike anything we've seen before. In the past, America has been warned or criticized for the development of a military-industrial complex or a prison-industrial complex. What both have in common is spending that does not create self-sustaining wealth or economic growth. Instead, I urge a rededication to wealth-producing investment, to the creation of an education innovation complex that offers each American the opportunity to achieve all that he or she can be. We need to invest in our citizens, especially our young people, and the many institutions that prepare them for life. And that's just what we've been doing here in Philadelphia by creating the Mayor's Office of Education, innovative programs like the Philly Goes to College, our Graduation Coaches Campaign, and our Return to Learning program for public employees who want to upgrade their skills. Today, I want to recognize a couple groups of young people who are here with us. First, members of Youth United for Change, who are outspoken and visibly express their support for more funding from the city and state governments because they care about their education. Please recognize them. Second, you can see a group of young people in their graduation gowns in red, white, and blue. In a few minutes, they'll be marching with me and many others in the Welcome America Parade. Graduates, please stand. These young men and women are a case study in the will to succeed. They have overcome all the barriers that an urban environment and life can throw at them. They didn't make it in the traditional public school system, but like great Philadelphians, they came back. They made a conscious decision to make something of themselves and are graduated from our innovative, accelerated schools. Let us congratulate them and urge them to take the next step on in their education journey. Our hats are off to these young people. And paraphrasing Winston Churchill, let me say, this is not the end of your education, or even the beginning of the end, but rather just the end of the beginning. We adults need to help you as you make your choices in the next few years. It's our job to offer you opportunities. It's your job to seize them and do everything you can to develop your futures. Your opportunities for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness have expanded thanks to your choices and Philadelphia's willingness to fund these innovative schools that are helping young people prepare for full and productive lives. Let us recognize them one more time. As a nation, we must commit anew to the thorough and efficient education of all of our children. Because an educated America is a safe America at home and abroad. An educated America is a smart America, able to compete in the world economy. Educated America is a sustainable America, able to meet the challenges of a rapidly changing world. And when we invest in our cities and make them education cities, then we will be the education nation, a powerful beacon of freedom and hope in the world. And each well-educated young person will become a participating, free-thinking citizen, ready to enjoy life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as a proud American. Ladies and gentlemen, the American Revolution started here 235 years ago with young people armed with muskets and prepared to fight for our country's future. Let us start the American education revolution today with our young students armed with knowledge and prepared to fight for our country's future. Where else but in Philadelphia? Thank you. God bless you. God bless America, and happy 4th of July.
And now, please welcome the reigning